Hello guys, welcome to episode of Total Fisherman 6502, and today you join me on the banks of Drayton Reservoir if you haven't already guessed. We're in the middle of Coventry. We've drove 120 miles this morning, and we're doing two nights, so 48 hours on here. We're in Peg 20. We started about an hour ago, say, hour and a half. I've had two runs so far. Zig rig, as you've just seen. The right hand rod's on the zig rig and the left hand rod's on a Ronnie Chod. The Ronnie Chod were the first rig I put out, and that was the first rig that went. I've spotted a good mix of particle and pellets with me. Like I say, I've put about 5 kilo out, 3 kilo out. Spawned that out as soon as I got the bivvy set up. As you can tell, it's raining now, so we're riding in the bivvy, as you can see, over the area when I first got here. And I'm deciding to fish the two rods on that area. Like I say, to start off with, one on the bottom and one midway. And I'm just going to go from there, really. I'm going to see which rod's getting the more runs and go from there, really. And as I'm speaking now, I'm getting a run, which has just dropped off again, as you can see, left hand rod. So there's fish out there and they're over the spots, so it's just a matter of time before one goes, really. I've had a couple of pickups like that now, and they're getting on my tits, if I'm honest. But there's definitely fish out there, so I've just got to wait for one of them little babies to rip off. Like I say, here for 48 hours, I'm with my girlfriend. My target's 30 carp, including a 20 pounder. So, I haven't done a video for a while, as you know, so I've come down here hoping to get a good bag of fish out to show you guys. Test a bit of my new tackle. As you can see, I've got some new reels, the Tournament TS 5000 PE. Absolutely lovely reels, and I've got the Western speed caps on there as well. So yeah, I've had a few pike on them, but I'm yet to have a carp on them. So yeah, we'll see if we can christen them babies in this session, see what we can do. Indicators, let's see if we can get one of these into action in the next day or two. Bait rig on. That's a run. Surely. Ebony. Well. Ebony, come and reel this in, I've got one. Tristan, get in. While I was spodding, told you, can you move that spod rod? Please, babe. Yes, finally. On urban as well.
got that one going, didn't it? And me too. This way. I'm pretty nervous. Feels a good one, haven't it? Feels a good one. Could it? Gonna be a good GoPro. It's all mixes still on my hands, man. Just chugging nice and slow. If other rod goes, you need to grab it. Still quite a footer out. First carp on these reels. Just get me net, babe. Bring net over here. Buzzing. Just let us get it in. I hope it feels heavy. No. I'm gonna have to make a coffee, I think. While I was spodding, I'm knackered. He's had a screamer, look. That's why he's running. There we go. It's a good one. Nope, you can. Right, put net in water, Ebony. And when I say when, scooper. Right, I'm going to walk back. When she's over at net. Right, go for it. Get it. Good lass. Well done, babe. It's first Drayton carp. Touch me.
I've had 2 or 3 missed runs now, and I've finally just had a screamer. The guy to the left of me, he's been ripping them out, and I've noticed he's been spodding over his rods. So I did the same, knocked the spod mix up real quick, and while I was spodding, it's ripped off, and while I'm speaking now, my right hand rod's going. So I'm going to slip this back nice and quick and grab my other rod.
Again, I've only just put it back out. That same rig, Ronnie Chod rig, that I've been using to quite some success this winter. I brought it here, and this is hopefully going to be my second fish of the trip. £14 6 foot one, 17 with the sling. That came to the same bait, Ronnie Chod on the nutcracker over that spotted area. I don't believe it. I've got a double tack. I think it's come off. Everything was good. I think it's come off. Unless it's running towards me.
So yeah, you put a bit of bait in and it just kicks off in here. Getting quite close now, so I'm going to a bit of side strain there. Lovely to play them on these 13-foot Prodigy GT5s. No problems with that. Just trying to do around the other rod now. You can just hear that clutch ticking. Lovely.
Now I'm going to flick. Time to reverse because it's on the top. Grab the net. Yes. Lovely stuff.
Yes. Lovely stuff. Well, there's a second fish for you guys. Not long got the rods back out after that mad 2 runs. Didn't manage to get that second fish in on the right hand rod. Unfortunately, it underpulled. So yeah, another good mirror, another Drayton mirror, lovely stuff. I'm absolutely loving this, it's absolutely manic. This one ripped off on the same rod as the previous fish, 14.6 the last fish, this was £14.8. So a reasonable stamp fish, as you can see, lovely fish, great mouth on him, lovely stuff. So yeah, they're definitely on that bait, so we'll get this back. Just let him recover a bit. Last show, to the depths. Number 2, get in. 4, same rod as last time, left hand rod on that Ronnie Chod. This time a nutcracker again, but bright pink 12mm instead of a 15, and it's ripped off in about 5-10 minutes of being cast out. I didn't spot this time, so it took a little bit longer to get a bite, but it's still out there and it's still having it. As you can see, it's coming down now, the rain, the wind, it's hitting us in face, so we're getting pretty beat up, but we're still getting them on the bank. 4th mirror on the bank. I got one around £13 not long back, again left hand rod, but it took me through the guy to my left lines, so I unhooked it and put it straight back. Didn't even weigh it, but it looked about £13 to me. So yeah, this one was 12.14. Get in, get this back and try and get some bigger ones on the bank for you. Ready to go back nice and strong. Let's look at that. Away. Get in, number 5. Again ripped off on that left hand rod. Put a few sponfuls out, and it took about 15 minutes to get this one. And like I just tucked into the left hand rod and the right hand rod ripped. So they're definitely feeding in shoals. This has been the biggest one so far. As you can see, it's a nice brute of a Drayton mirror at 16.6. Again on that Ronnie Chod left hand rod. Managed to get this in the net, grabbed the right hand rod because it was still peeling, fought it for a bit on the zig rig and hook pulled yet again. So what I'm going to do, switch to a similar presentation to the Ronnie Chod, but on a simple lead clip setup. So we'll slip this fella back and we'll get them rods back on the money. Well, good afternoon guys. I'm not doing bad, just coming into the night shift now. As you can see, rain's still pouring, and so is the wind. So yeah, we're getting all elements really, but we're still making them have it. I've dropped 3 fish on the zig rig on the right hand rod. I've had 3 double takes now, and everyone has been while I've been fighting a fish on the left hand rod. So yeah, that's hence why probably the zig rig is hook pulling, so I'm not getting to the rod straight away. So I've took that off and I've put a bottom bait out, well, another pop-up rig. It's a hinge stiff rig, a multi-hinge stiff rig, and I'm going to run you through my rigs and my spod mix tomorrow, hopefully when this rain's pissed off and it's a bit brighter. But yeah, I'll run you through all my tactics, how I'm getting them, what I've been catching them main, and we'll see how the night shift pans out. But I'm going to put the camcorder away now, as it's not very good in low light, and from now on over the night shift I'm just going to take pictures of the carp I catch and show you them as slideshows as we go through, if we do get any, that is. But yeah, and we have not caught 5, we are on 4. That last fish you've seen this, that's the biggest one I've had so far. All the fish you've seen have been on the left hand rod. You've missed 1 fish, and that was the one that took me into that guy's lines, so I just unhooked it and slipped it back. But that one I roughly estimated at about 12-13 pounds, so yeah, all the other ones I'm weighing, and like I say, I'm going to aim for 30 fish in these 2 days, and I want a 20 amongst them. So I'm not doing bad so far. We'll keep up the hard work, keep that spod wanging out, and we'll see if we can tempt one of them bigger fish for you.
People, can you hear me? Here's a message that I'm sending now. I've got the answer to all your problems. arms, and tonight I'll be singing it loud. Just surrender yourself to the rhythm, with your hands up in the sky. Feel the energy deep inside your system, and leave this world behind. Leave the world behind you. Leave the world behind you. Yeah, leave the world behind you. Leave the world behind you.
Well, good morning guys. You join us on Saturday morning at Drayton. Time's about 11 o'clock in the morning. It's so late because I had that many fish last night. Fished till 4:30 last night till I reeled in. Averaged 8 fish last night, this morning, so this has been the smallest one of the trip so far. Just got another spod mix out this morning. Got the rods back out on the money. The wind's changed direction, it's going from right to left, pushing up towards the dam wall. So we slip this fella back and we'll see if they get chowing on that spod mix again. Today I'm going to run you through the rigs, the bait, and how I'm fishing, how I'm catching these fish. So yeah, I'll stop blabbering on and we'll get this matey back. Great stuff. Not long after getting that rod out, and look at that gold little beast. Smallest of the trip so far for me, but yeah, sit on the Ronnie Chod again, left hand rod over that spotted area. Not long got it back out after catching that 13 fish that I've just shown you. Changed the bait over a little bit to a Dairy Supreme 12mm. First common colour of the trip, so I'm going to get a little picture of him because it's a gold bar. So yeah, excellent stuff, let's get him back. Here we have number 14, I think, guys. Just fell to the middle, same thing as the last one again, on the Dairy Supreme. Small bait, big hook, size 4 crank. It's only a small 12mm bait, 2 or 3 kilogram out, big particle. This baby's just give us a nice visit, paid us a nice visit. 15-1 it went. Cracking stuff, so keep at him. He's ready to go, he's all strong. To fight another day. 14. Get it. Down. Got a bit bigger one there that should be a 20, and this is a mid double, and I don't want to go down, so I'll just try and show you both. I'll slip this one back real quick. That was the one on the left hand rod while I was fighting the bigger fish on the right hand rod. This ripped off and the guy to the left nicely helped me out, so we managed to get both of them in. I'll just show you the bigger fish, which I think is the biggest of the trip. There we go, that's a stud of a mirror. Another Drayton beast, that's my 17th fish now. Like I say, I've dropped a few. He's ready to go already, he's like. I'll give him a breather. Look at the thickness of him. What a beautiful fish. Let's let him go back to his mates. Lovely friend. Lovely stuff. Right then guys, I'm just going to run you through the rigs now then. that I'm using on this session. I've done quite a few fish on this rig. This is the right hand rod rig. I'm fishing both to the same area. The similar pop-up presentations, different lead core leaders and different setouts. So I'm going to run you through this one. This is the multi-hinge stiff rig, and as you can see, that section over there is a chod section, like a hinge stiff rig section, which is used with my mouth trap that I use for that. So that's the hinge section, if you like, and then the only variation on the multi-rig is it's tied multi-rig style and then stopped by a bit of shrink tube, so you could change overweight it, like pop up with a nice blob of tungsten putty. That's so when the fish come in to feed, it's not wafting about off at bottom, it stays where it is, and it's always going to reset like that. Also, I can change the size of the bait because I've got a bait screw, so I can either use a 12mm bait or a 15 or an 18 if I'm getting butt pestered by bream or whatnot. I'll just show you that in your section. And then underneath that tungsten putty is the knot, which is an Albright knot, and then that connects the stiff section to the braid. And then that braid section you can see there is stripped back about 5mm just to give it a bit of movement, and the rest's not stripped. And then that's just Fox Camotex, £25, and then just 2 blobs of tungsten putty down that to keep it all pinned while they're feeding. And then a nice 3.5 ounce lead. Just so you know, nice 3.5 ounce lead, as you can see, to get out there. Fishing 75 yard out, so that's getting out there nicely in this high wind, and that's done me quite a few fish. And the last fish you seen, the 1912, that's done the biggest fish of the session. So yeah, great stuff. I've had a 19 on this rod and the left end rod, so both the baits and both the rigs are working nicely. So yeah, as you can see, hence the name Ronnie Chod. It's just a Ronnie straight down the leader, lead core leader, and then a nice big heavy lead to get out there, and that's done most of my fish. And the rest have been on the multi-inch stiff that I've just showed you. But yeah, that's the bait I've been using. Nice small bait, big hook, nice 12mm on a size 4, and that's a Dairy Supreme washed out pink, which I've been doing well on this morning, so I'm going to stick to that and change to Urbans later if need be. Just looking here, as you can see, there's all sorts in there. We've got the washed out pink nutcracker, and they're all glugged up, so they all stink, and what all the big ones have been falling to, as per usual, the spicy red glugged in the GLM with a bit of fish oil on, and that's been doing the business. For them big boys, the rest have been on the smaller baits, like I say, on the Ronnie Chod, and most of them have fallen to the fluorescent pink washed out or the white 12mm. So I'm going to get that rod out and try and get a few more for you before this bloody rain comes back. It's number 18, is it? But yeah, getting still feeding on that spot. This is, like I say, the second fish I've had on the same rod in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, so they're still out there and they're still grubbing. So we'll get this fella back and get stuck into some more. Now then, I'm just going to run you through a spod mix that I've been knocking up now and then. I'll start with the particle side of things that I've just added, and that's the Monster Particle Blend. 10 kilograms for $9.99, and you can't go wrong. I mean, look at all that. You've got maize, tigers, hemp seed and all the rest. Tares, beans, soya beans. Yeah, like I say, that's Monster Particle. And here we're just going to have some big 6mm pellets, as you can see, low oil pellet, and we're just going to add that into the mix. I must have put 3 kg of pellet in so far, 2-3 kg, so they're definitely getting all over this mix. Mix, get all that particle mixed into pellet, and all them oils and whatnot will get soaked in.
nice big bits of bait for him to chow on. As you can see, that's the first stage, and it's looking good. Just have a zoom in, have a look at all that. As you can see, it's looking good. Now, I'm just going to add just a bit more bait, some spicy ground bait, which just implements a bit of spice into that particle, because I'm using spicy up baits. Well, on one of the rods I am. That's the hook bait I'm using. Zoom out. I've got some stick mix here, which I've been adding as well. That's the urban spicy fish stick mix. And again, that's a bit of spice. Just implement it into a little bit of colour. And there we go. Give that a mix up, and that'll dry it all off. And then I'll add some hemp seed, which I've been piling in as well. And so far, it's been working quite well. People are catching on the lake, and you can see they are, but the bailiff said that I'm one of the guys that's catching quite a few, so they're definitely in front of me. And I'm sure this mix has got something to do with it. Bucket of hemp seed, as you can see, fresh hemp. I'm just add some of that in there, the oils and whatnot as well. Nice helping of that. Give that a good mix. Get my hands messy. And then that is your carp munger, as they call it. That's what most of my fish have been coming over. Well, all of my fish, most. And the only difference with some of my other mixes, I'll put in quite a few crushed boilers in it. But to be quite fair, I've run out. So that's best they're getting. So yeah, that's my spod mix. Well, hello guys. Just a quick update before the second night is about to commence. Time is 5:54 Saturday. The 10th of March. No more fish to report. I'm on 19 so far, yet to get the 20th. So, sod's law, the alarms have gone silent as it falls to number 20. I had a fish on bank now for a good half hour. It's all quietened up on this side of things. The guy to my left's had two in last half hour an hour, so at least they're still in the area. And I'm pretty hopeful for tonight. I've just spotted my last mix out for tonight. The one that I showed you me making. I've still got some of it left for in morning, so I'll put the rest of that out in morning or in night if I desire to. If I'm getting loads of bites, I'll put it out in middle at night. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And me and Ebony are going to get a Chinese tonight, so we're looking forward to that, two of us. So hopefully by tomorrow we should hopefully have christened both targets.
guys, fish number 20 for me from peg 20, which is a bit mad. Target's 30, so I've got another 10 to go and the target will be complete. I just need that 20 plus to cap it off. £13.14, she went right hand rod. I just seen the bobbin lift up slightly and drop back, and I said to my girlfriend, that's going to go in a minute. And about 10 seconds later it ripped off. So yeah, there's that. Cracking fight. Yet again, another mirror. 19 mirrors, 1 common. So I have had one of the rare commons. So we'll slip this baby back. It'll be the last carp you see on film tonight. As you can see, the light's dropping like mad. So good morning, guys. Biteless night for me last night. It was rather cold. It got down to about 4. It was probably about that this morning. This one's just giving me a drop back, a slight drop back. 16.10. Number 8. Left end rod for Ronnie Chod again. 12 milli nutcracker. Washed out white. Great stuff. So we'll slip this fella back and get another spod mix out. Excellent stuff. Well, good morning, guys. See, I've just had that 21st fish. Just had that on the left hand rod over that spotted area again. Just got a bit more mix out as well. Just give it a bit of a top, put about 10 spawnfuls out of the same mix as you see me met yesterday. Still got a bit of spod mix left, so if it does kick off today, I'm going to make a bit more and knock a bit more out. Obviously, had a good session so far. We've had 21 fish, biggest been 19-12 so far. No fish last night, like I say, but it was cold. As you can see, it's foggy now. About an hour ago, you couldn't even see the lake. Well, you couldn't even see it horizon, should I say. You can just see that big slick coming up. And I think that's over my mix, if I'm right to say. So hopefully they're feeding. As you can see, big slicks just come up. And the seagull's feeding on something, so something's having a feed. If it'd focus. Yeah, it's been a cracking session. 21 fish. I've beaten my PB personal best haul of 15 carp. So yeah, it's been a cracking session. Hello guys, it's come to the end of the episode now. I've thoroughly enjoyed this episode. My 48 hours has come up to a standstill now on Drayton, and we're going to get off. Just getting the rods in. I've just got the Ronnie Chod in, as you can see. No more fish today, I can't believe it, to be honest, compared to yesterday's all in. 8 fish the first night. Like I say, I reeled in at 4:30 due to rain and weather, but the fish weren't having it. And then from there on it kicked off, really, as you've seen. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and like I say, I'm doing 6 nights on Manton. Put some of these tips I've got from Drayton, or rigs I've been using, baits, take them to Manton, and hopefully produce there as well. Tune for the next video. Tight lines, well, that can be the end clip.